Good morning and happy Harness Your Hump Day. Yes, there will be blood. I am wearing my Shinesty blood suit that I typically wear for my wrestling shows that I attend to support my buddy Kevin Hunsperger. But today, oh my goodness, there will be blood and there'll be plenty of it. What do I mean by that? Well, we're going to talk today a little bit about FaceApp. Woohoo! Okay. Many of you by now have made yourself look geriatrically old. You wanted to know what you were going to look like. There's going to be a big disappointment if you don't look that good when you're 70 or 80. However, that being said, you definitely need to stick around and listen to some of the stuff that I want to tell you about FaceApp. So first off, many of you, good morning by the way, many of you downloaded the app. You had fun with it. It was on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, hashtags flying everywhere. And then the news came out. Oh my gosh, the sky is falling. FaceApp was developed by Russians. Oh my gosh, not the Russians. So let's debunk some myths here. Everybody has their own views on this. I just want to kind of give you a different perspective on this just a little bit. All right, so things to remember with security and your phone and social media. At this point, we have to assume, or I should say not assume, we need to accept the fact that we willingly give up our privacy for these applications, period. We don't get any say in that. It's our choice. It's like anything. You don't like a restaurant, you don't go there. You don't like a specific type of car, you don't go there. You don't buy it, right? So if you are not understanding of what it means that you have in your hand, this little device right here, then we do need to get educated and we do need to make sure that we are well informed. But it's not always the app developers or the business owners' responsibility to inform us. They provide the information. We have to do the research. So the research is that ridiculously long 20-page digital document that outlines what the acceptable use policy is and how they're using your data. Yes, we trust Facebook to filter out or the Google Play Store to filter out the apps coming in. But other than that, it is our responsibility. So don't go in an uproar and don't get when the media goes all crazy. There's no reason to. Blatantly, we can't trust, obviously, businesses, app developers, but we do need to get a little bit more informed ourselves. Next thing, this is a news shocker to probably many of you. A little bit of sarcasm. Many of the apps you have are outsourced and developed overseas, whether it's India, Ukraine, Russia. They are outsourcing this. Why? Because they can get developers super cheap and deliver a higher profit of margin on the apps themselves. So newsflash, probably a majority, if not most, of your apps have some sort of overseas development to it, a component to it. So just remember that. That's a huge thing. Americans want cheap. We want cheap. So guess what? We're going to go elsewhere. No, nothing's different. We want cheap labor, unfortunately. All right. So on lines of that, like I said, even American-based businesses are outsourcing that out. So when this came about and all this news with FaceApp and everybody was using it and then they freaked out, everything from political news where they were telling politicians, delete it, don't do it if you're a politician. It's okay. It's okay if you are an American citizen. It's okay, but don't do it if you're a politician. So there's a lot of hypocrisy going around with why you should and shouldn't use this FaceApp information. Now, some other debunked myths. They are only accessing just the photo that you give them. They are not accessing all the photos on your phone, okay? It does upload in the cloud. They do process it, and they do say they get rid of it. We went through this with Snapchat way back. Are they actually storing stuff, or are they removing it? So this is no news. We attach the word Russia to it, and it takes it to a whole nother level because of our heightened awareness right now with everything that's going in politics and in the world and not last year's election, but our most recent election. So think about those things. Please don't jump on the bandwagon of pointing the finger when we should be pointing the fingers at ourselves a little bit. Did I get a little nervous when I used FaceApp and found that it was possibly connected to Russia? Well, yeah, absolutely. But I also stopped a second and said, hey, you know what? This is me. I willingly, publicly give a lot of this information out there. And it will come back to, at one level or another, I will have to deal with that. But even hiding behind and not using a phone is not going to help the matter either. So just a couple things to remember. Social media has the word social in it because we all want to belong and share together, right? Just be safe and know that anything you put on social media, any subject, is really the reliability of the integrity and ethical practices of the people that you're giving your information to. So it's really do the research on the business. They could be based anywhere. We do live in a global economy. So so just remember that. All right, so let's jump in to events. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, this weekend at the Williamson County Pavilion, we have the Southern Illinois Made. If you need a point of contact, that would be Jason Powell, but it's Saturday, July 27th and Sunday, July 28th at 10 a.m. at the Pavilion. All Southern Illinois Made products. There's going to be authors and equipment and services and widgets, all kinds of stuff that you want to check out. The proceeds for this go to Honor Flight. So please come. I believe, if I remember correctly, I think it's $5 donation, entry/donation that goes to Honor Flight. This was a huge success last year, and I know Senator Fowler and his team have worked hard to make it another success for Southern Illinois. But that is at the Pavilion. Jason Powell is your contact. All right, my buddy, Kevin Hunsperger, involved with Stride Pro Wrestling. He is the official ring announcer, probably one of the best in the tri-state area, if not bi-state area, maybe tri-state. He could be that good. But Stride Pro Wrestling on Saturday, August 3rd, they have an event coming up, a wrestling event. It's family friendly. It's a lot of great entertainment, and these guys pour their hearts and soul into the community. So definitely check that out. It's 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. in Carterville, and I got the Facebook event link in the comments below. Our executive director, Michelle Snyder, is the contact for Southern Illinois Wellness powered by Illinois Healthcare, a day with Teepa Snow, Dementia 360 Conference, a view from all perspectives. That is August 8th at John A. Logan College in the Robert L. Mees Center, and I still got to figure out where that is, at John A. Logan. Okay, it's in the historical the Harrison Bruce Historical Village. That's a word to say. Those of you in the community that directly or indirectly work with people or doesn't necessarily need to be older people, but deal with people. That's police, fire, EMT, nursing homes, retirement communities, family, friends, any of those people. You want to come to this because it's going to give you some insight on how to deal with people. Just the other day, I was talking with Michelle, and we were talking about having a person from the fire department on to discuss when they go into a fire with a potential dementia person. How do they handle that? How do they handle the stress of that person? Not being reactive with that person. It's really hard. Not that their jobs aren't hard enough. This adds a little bit. But I think having a different perspective and having some understanding of what you can do in those situations is great. So Michelle is a contact for that. My buddy, Russ Williams, the third annual Live to Lead Conference, Friday, October 25th. It too is at the Pavilion of the City of Marion. There's information below. It's a leadership development from all over. It's not only a great networking opportunity, but they're going to have some breakout sessions. And there is something really cool that you're going to want to check out. One of the youngest entrepreneurs I know, successful, faith-based, motivated, Josh Benetone is going to have a breakout session, and it's going to be something to really grab onto and remember. Just a dynamic guy. Josh and Jared are both amazing people, and they've done a lot of things for the community. So there we are. As always, our episodes are sponsored by Sotellus, so get the reviews you deserve. You can learn more at the link in there. So if you have an event that you would like me to discuss or bring on the show to let people know about, let me know, send it to me, message me, and I will put it up and support your local event. So everybody, go out there, make the world a better place, make someone smile, and always let us turn the light bulb on for your business, day or night.